I said that hell is not real. And I meant it. Like, I said what I said. Just a little backstory. I used to be a Christian too, so I get it. Like, I used to be one of those people defending the Bible, defending Jesus, defending all of that tooth and nail. So I get it. But I've opened my mind and I've grown so much more since then. And it's like, it's been such a burden lifted off me. And that's why I'm choosing to speak about it. I'm choosing to speak about it to give people the same freedom I've been extended, because even your Bible says the truth shall set you free. I was a diehard Christian. Like, I went to church, Bible study, choir practice, you name it. If the church doors was open, I was there. Like, I was like, yeah, I was your ideal Christian. Like, I could say that. And my thing with that was, when I was a Christian, I can say I took it seriously. I prayed like I was supposed to. I fasted. I did all of that. It was in actually reading the Bible for myself that just woke me up. So when I was a Christian, my biggest fear was hell. Like, everything I did was motivated by the thought that I do not want to go to hell. I can't go to hell. Like, it would be summertime. It would be hot as hell outside, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, just a random thought would come to my mind, and I was scared the hell out of myself. Like, hell is 10 times hotter than this, Alexis. Like, you cannot do it. You have to be perfect. You don't have room for sin. Like, that was me. And it was like, I lived my life dictated by, what if I'm doing something I don't even know is wrong, and I die, and God be like, well, you know, you did this, this, and this. You can't come in here. You got to go to hell. Like, you haven't been baptized. You got to go to hell. You didn't pray every day. You have to go to hell. Like, I was scared as hell. Like, life was no fun. I had death anxiety. I was scared. I was so scared of death itself, because I didn't know what was happening afterwards. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna burn in a fire forever. And then I used to try to think about how I could escape the fire, how I could get out. Was there a way to get out? Like, how can I reason with God? Because I didn't do this. I didn't dot every I and cross every T. Like, it was just a big ass burden, to be honest, to just have to think every day, what if I go to hell? Like, what? They used to say, it doesn't matter how good of a person you are or you were, but if you didn't put Jesus first, or if you didn't do this, or if you didn't do this, then you couldn't go to heaven. And it was just like, I don't know, you can't go to heaven with the streets of gold and the big mansions. And then I think I had one pastor tell me there's only like 144,000 mansions up there. And I'm just like, okay, so what's the chances of my ass getting one? It's like billions of people on this earth. So it was just that whole thing. Like, I used to live my life scared as hell of hell. It just wasn't working out for me. It just wasn't working out. Hell is mentioned nowhere in the New Testament. Like, nowhere in there is hell mentioned. So where did when those people died back in that day, where did they go? Like, did everybody just get to go to heaven, even though there were so many sinners? We read about Sodom and Gomorrah. We read about Pharaoh and all those people who disobeyed God, all of those kings who did evil shit. So where did they go? Because the New Testament mentions absolutely nothing about hell, nothing about a lake of fire for them. I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how the story goes, right? Like, they say the devil used to be an angel, and God kicked him out of heaven for wanting to be God. But where did that come from? Because that story is nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible will you find a parable or a fable or a story. Nothing written in there talks about the devil once being an angel and then God kicking him out of heaven and him being in hell. First of all, let's just think about that. Like, God gave you your whole own place. That's a punishment. Like, God gave you your whole own place where you could thrive and do your thing. Like, how is that a punishment? Because if my parents kick me out the house but give me my own house, I'm lit. Like, that's not no punishment. And another thing, like Christians say God is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnibenevolent, meaning God knows everything, God is all powerful, and God is all loving. So if this is how I'm seeing it play out in my head, and I just cannot understand it. And if y'all got an explanation for this shit, leave it in the comments, because I'm open to learning. Like, I'm not closed off to another perspective. But explain, like, if God is all of that. And so first of all, let's take all knowing. If God is all knowing, that means he knew me before I got here. It says that in the Bible. He knew me before I got in my mother's womb. So he knew me before I got here. He's all knowing. He knew exactly what I was gonna do when I got here. Like, so you knew if I was gonna fuck up and get myself sent to hell, and you sent me here anyway. Like, that's a setup. Like, why would you do that? And a lot of people say free will, free will. Okay, but if God is all knowing, he knows exactly what I'm gonna do with my free will. Or is his knowledge limited? Like, are we gonna limit God now? So, like, I just don't get that part. So you knew that I was gonna get down here. I was chilling up there with you. You knew I was gonna get down here and fuck up, because you made me like that. You made me like this, and then you gonna send me to hell. Like, that's a setup. That is a whole ass setup. If he's all loving, all kind, all forgiving, all of that, if I live a life, say I live to be 80 years old or whatever, that's only 80 years. Like, Noah and them used to live to be like 600, 700, 1,000, all of that. So I do 80 years of bad stuff. Like, I commit 80 years of sin. How is that equivalent to an eternity in hell? Like, that don't seem fair. Somebody needs to reweigh these scales, because I don't get it. Like, how? We also say God is all powerful, which I believe God is all powerful, because I believe in God, just not the Christian God. But being so, if God is all powerful, why are Christians the ones who suffer the most? If you walk in a black church, all they trying to do is pray off diabetes, pray off cancer, pray off all of these damn sicknesses and diseases. And I don't know. It's just, if he's so powerful and you're doing what you're supposed to do, why is he not, like, helping you out? Why all this stuff going on? Why is God still allowing black people to get killed like this? Like, why is he not in the courtrooms changing shit? Like, that's the type of shit I'm just not understanding with this Christian God. And it would be understandable if it was just going on for like a few years, but it's been going on for like a few thousand years. And that's where it's like, I don't know. Omniscient, omnipotent, and omnibenevolent. I don't get how that God would even create a place like that for me. Why would you do that? Basically, everything is a sin. So it's just like, I can have this good ass heart, I can be a good ass person, but I drink alcohol, so now I'm subject to hell. Like, I can be this good ass person, this humanitarian, but I smoke weed, which I love, and that's why I can't get into heaven. This is flesh. This is flesh. And my soul, which is on the inside of me, is not flesh. It is intangible. It is this physical body that feels when someone touches me, not my soul. But that being said, my soul does not experience those physical sensations, including touch and feeling. So how would I even feel the fire? Like, what are we burning? The soul is intangible. It's almost like air. You cannot burn air. I believe that heaven and hell are states of mind. You can have heaven on earth, or you can literally be in a living hell, depending on your mindset, the state of your own mind. So I know everybody may be on the defense. I've already had people on TikTok send me to hell themselves, because obviously that something in them knows that they have God in them too. But yeah, I get it. I know that people are going to be on the defense at first, but that's why you have to have an open mind. Like, you got to open your mind to at least hear me. And if you don't believe me, Give me proof. I'll be having a conversation or a debate with somebody about the Bible, and they use the Bible as evidence of what they're trying to back up. But that don't work. That can't work because I don't even believe in the Bible. Like, you gotta bring me something else. Like, this is our whole issue, the Bible. But yeah, I get it. People may be on the fence and all of that. All I'm asking is for an open mind. My only goal is to get people to think about things, question things. Because when you change your mind, you change your life. If you can change your mind for the better, if you can change your perspective for the better, you can change your life for the better. You can improve the quality of your life. We can really break all of these generational curses, all of these generational cycles, all of this generational trauma, and we can ascend to higher places.